Welcome to another exciting review here on AskMetalMax.com. You know me as Metal Max.
And I'm the lovely Lauren.
And we thought, we were both at the Slayer show March 6th, so we thought...
Why not do it together?
Yeah. It was Carcass, Testament, and Slayer. Mm-hmm. Three of the most amazingly bone-crushing heavy metal bands in existence. Carcass, of course, played an amazing set. The highlight for me of them was Heartwork, and that was the video that I actually saw from them from a short Beavis and Butthead clip on MTV back in the day. Of course, Headbangers Ball played it too, obviously, but, let's face it, they really, really knew how to keep it heavy.
Mm-hmm. They did. And the second band that came on was Testament, and they played 8 songs, all kick-ass, that pretty much spanned, they kind of just spanned throughout their career. And
2 of my favorites that they performed was Rise Up from one of their recent albums, The Formation of Damnation. From their last album, The Dark Roots of Earth, and, of course, their signature tune that made me listen to them in the first place, Practice What You Preach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's the definitive heavy metal tune right there if I've ever heard it before.
True.
But yeah, that was a great set, but we couldn't be more prepared than what we saw from the mighty Slayer.
The almighty Slayer!
Yeah!
Yeah. Was a phenomenal show. Even with age, they're like fine wine. They only grow with age. It was a little bit disappointing that Tom is unable to headbang anymore.
Even more sad that Jeff Hanneman, who died a couple years ago, and Dave Lombardo, who ended up leaving the band due to a contract dispute for one of their Australian shows, are not with them anymore. But I don't think it mattered too much to all the Slayer fanatics in Madison, because as long as they were putting on a kick-ass show and playing the songs that they wanted to hear,
that's all that mattered.
Exactly. Yeah. The best songs I thought they performed that night were Seasons in the Abyss, War Ensemble, Hell Awaits, Raining Blood, Angel of Death. Really, that's how big and popular this show was.
It really was.
And for a show like this to come to Madison instead of Milwaukee, that's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
A real big deal.
It's awesome. And definitely when you left the show, you left with a big smile on your face.
Even if you were bruised.
Yeah, I ended up with a little bit of a busted face, but still a smile on my face because it was a great show. But if there definitely was one thing that I was pretty pissed about it, to be honest, because I'm the kind of person who likes to go and buy the merchandise when I go to shows. But I usually expect that I'm gonna buy a sweatshirt for about $50. I think that's pretty reasonable where the band is making some money. So I go there, and I was gonna buy a Slayer sweatshirt, and they were $70. I was like, that is just outrageous.
If we wanted that, that's what we have. We could have gone to a Metallica show.
Yeah, right? It was just outrageous. And come on, Slayer. Don't tell me you need to charge me $70 for a sweatshirt. I think that's kind of bullshit. But, but I think that it partially goes into the fact that they kind of are a name brand band. But, nonetheless, they're still Slayer. So it's like,
yes.
Of course we're going to go and see Slayer because it's Slayer. So, but other than that, I thought it was a great show. And I think for that reason, I'm going to give the show a 4 out of 5 stars because I was a little bit heartbroken that I couldn't bring back a sweatshirt. So
I'm going to have to be a little bit split in your review because I I didn't attempt to buy the merchandise, but what I will say is that, you know, I thought Slayer, the whole concert in general was just phenomenal. That's why, for me, I'm going to go a point higher and give it 5 out of 5 stars, you know, out on the Richter scale. Because I just love the show from front to end. You know, I mean, I think the only thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that it had to end. You know, but that was it.
I think that's more than reasonable, Max.
So, anyway, you know, if you weren't at the Slayer show on that particular night, well,
I'm sorry.
we're very, very disappointed in some of you.
Yes.
Now, you probably had to work, you probably couldn't get a babysitter, or, you know, you had to wake up early the next morning, but come on. This is Slayer, for crying out loud.
Slayer, people, Slayer.
Yeah.
But if you missed out, we're very sorry.
Indeed.
But
we
nonetheless, I'm the lovely Lauren, signing off for AskMetalMax.com.
I'm Metal Max of AskMetalMax.com, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing that she's doing.
I just got to it first.
But remember, always remember, you know, when we're at an amazing show, you'll get one of the best reviews ever possible. And you know, so we're gonna talk about it, whether it was good or bad.
True.
Even if it was downright awful.
You'll hear about it.
Right here on AskMetalMax.com.